Hello everyone, welcome to the Guys Constituent Talk about faith and facts relating to a guy's life. My name remains Bowen Goyase, aka King Bowen. I'll be your host, and it's been a long time, weeks. I want to apologize for not releasing video last week. It was supposed to be last week. I had a lot of opportunity, a lot of activity, that actually took my time, and I couldn't record the video last week. But thank God we're back this week, and we all know what's happening this week, right? On Monday, which is few days from today, is Valentine, and the whole wave of love in the atmosphere and all that. Valentine is coming. Where is your girlfriend and all that? And everybody's like, it's funny to see that there are many people that are single, there are people that are in relationship. I just understand. Let's not talk about that. Okay, so talk about a very interesting topic. And if you go to Instagram, Twitter, you see breakfast is being served. People are being served breakfast, dinner, lunch, like breakfast everywhere. Right from the guy's part, I've seen about 4 to 5 videos on a guy proposing to a lady and a lady saying no in public. And those kind of things gets to me. I'm like, first of all, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging anybody. Now today's topic is when she says no, what next? When the sister said no, she's not interested after the proposal, what next? That's our topic of today. But before we go to the topic, let me talk about the wave of there's so many breakfasts that have been served this period on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on everywhere. And talking about the videos I see recently, videos of guys proposing to a lady and lady saying no, and some of them crying like baby and all that, got me thinking like, how will you the same way you cannot wear a sagging boxer or a big boxer that do not size the waist to play football, the same way you should not go and ask a lady out for marriage where you are not sure of the answer before that time, especially in public. Who brought the notion that we must do engagement in public? If she wants, it's okay. If it's okay by you, it's fine. But sometimes you just have to have a certain level of sanctity before you can actually just ask a lady out for marriage, ask her out to marriage in public and without receiving embarrassment of your life. And funny enough, we have so many callous sisters this period. And let me say this to the sisters that are watching: if we want to say no to a guy, there are more honorable way to say no to a guy. Can't you see that guy? Just imagine that guy is your brother or is your father. I know your father cannot propose to you. Just imagine you saw a video of your father that proposed to a lady some time ago and he was rejected and started crying. You start seeing your father differently after that video. So same way you should just consider the person you are saying no to. There are different ways to say no without embarrassing somebody. See, honor, for a guy will actually make up his mind to propose to you. The guy sees you as a person of value. You see you as someone he can honor, and honor is best appreciated when it's reciprocated. Now you must not reciprocate honor by agreeing or being on the same stand. You can disagree with somebody and respect and honor that person. So when a guy proposes to you, you don't want to say yes. Please, there are different ways of actually saying no without actually embarrassing the guy. One of which I can give, probably the guy in the public space and the guy went down one knee and like, marry me. If you don't want to marry the guy, if your answer is a no, you can just hold the guy, pick the guy up, hug him, tell him no in his ears, or take the ring but don't wear it. Return it later on. So there are different ways to say no without just embarrassing a young man or the man of God like that. And this kind of traumas goes a long way in people's life. Please. Then to the guys, when you say no, what next? When it takes a very big deal for a guy to actually ask a girl. I'm talking about the marriage proposal yet now, but it takes a big deal for a guy to propose to a sister. Valentine is coming. There'll be a lot of proposals flying all around and all that. A lot of people saying yeses and a lot of people receiving no's and breakfast and all that. Now they say this Valentine is a test to know if you are the side chick or the main chick. But the truth is, what happens if the girl says no? Now, before I go for, let me say this thing, that once a girl say no to your proposal, the girl is not rejecting you, she's rejecting your proposal. She's not saying no to you, she's saying no to your proposal. Let's understand that. That's why sometimes you get some guys get more obsessed after a girl say no. Please don't get obsessed to a lady just for a fact that she said no. Keep your value, keep your virtues, keep everything, keep your personality. You lose a prospect, don't lose yourself with the prospect. Now, what happens is when the girl says no, the first thing that happens when the girl says no is that, now, no are tentative. There are different kind of no's. Let me explain. Ladies are born to say no, but they are born not to accept no. So when a lady tell you no to a proposal, it may mean two things. Now, in that point in time, ask questions. Now, a no may be no, I'm not ready. A no may be no, you are not the one. If it's no, I'm not ready, you may want to stick closer if you are sure, if you are certain, if you are convinced that she is the one. If you are so convinced she's the one, she says no, and you feel she's still the one, or she's saying no, she's not ready, you can stick to her, you can still wait for her. If you are convinced she's the one, at least Jacob did that in the Bible now. Abba. So you can actually still wait if you feel you are convinced she's the one. You can wait. But if you say no, you are not the one, please move on. Pack your load and go. Because the more you start pressuring her to want to see reasons to be with you, the more your value, the more you lose this value. Now, the point is, when a lady says no, so your value is not diminishing. Your value is not diminished at that point in time. No. She lost somebody, you lost a perspective, probably she lost it or something, but don't ever lose your value. Don't devalue yourself by begging, don't devalue yourself by getting obsessed. In fact, no is an answer. Yes is not the only answer. So whenever you're asking a girl, the first thing that comes to your mind, count your costs. It can either be yes or it can be either be no. If it's yes, hallelujah. If it's no, glory be to God. Either answer is a confirmation. Sometimes different things speaks to us, different things makes us convinced about somebody, and the answer of no may be a confirmation she's not the one. The answer of no may be that it's not yet time, wait. Because sometimes we hear God, but what's most important than hearing what God is saying, knowing when to act, or how to even act. So, but probably you had God, or you feel you had God, you say she's the one and every other time you propose to her, and she said no, you are not the one. At that point in time, your value did not diminish, your value did not go down, your value did not go deep like cryptocurrency or something. But just at that point, know that you're not just the one for her. And at that point, you just have to move on. Now, what some guys do, that they keep the girl, they made the girl an enemy, they see the girl as a devil and all that. She's not a devil. She's not. She made a choice the same way you made a choice. You made a choice to be with her, and she made a choice not to be with you. Respect her choice, respect her decision. Respect. She's not a bad person because she says no. She's not an evil person because she says no. She's not a villain in the movie because you stop that imagination in your mind that you will not have money, you will not employ, and I was like, there you go, you won't work. The truth is that people, sometimes when they get said no, and I have to explain something. I said no may be two things. It may be either no, I'm not ready, or no, you are not the one. If it's no, you are not the one, move on. Now, at that point in time, she's not an enemy. She can, and she will still be a friend. She should still be a friend to you. She should be friends to her. Still talk to her, call her once in a while, but not every day as you usually used to call. But understand that relationships are not just, people are not just meant to be marriageable relationships to us. Sometimes you can hear something about a sister you think is marriageable. Maybe probably it's a business relationship, probably it's a ministerial relationship. Keep relationship regardless of how it started. So emotional intelligence is being able to respect and honor somebody even if the person does not agree with you. Even if the person is not on the same page with you, but still honoring and loving that person the same way Christ asks us to love our neighbors, is that emotional intelligence. So don't love somebody because you just want a relationship with the person. It's even a test of your motive. If your primary motive for that person is, I just want to get into a relationship, and if the person says no, you hate the person, meaning it was never love at the first place. Because if it was love, regardless of what the person says, no matter the answer the person gives, you love the person as Christ asks us to love our neighbors. So that a relationship in that context of which you want did not meet it. So you move on. But as a guy, keep your value even after she says no. Understand that she's not rejecting you, she's rejecting your proposal. She's rejecting your proposal. This Valentine, many guys want to propose. Well, please, before you propose, like what I always say, what I always recommend and ask is that before you propose to a sister, make sure you know an answer before time. Make sure you can guess the answer before time, not know. For example, you want to propose a marriageable relationship to somebody, you can't just wake up one morning and just, without actually testing the waters, without actually knowing she's ready for marriage. Because most of the time, sister says no because they are not ready. Most of the time because they are not ready. And if you just jump the boom and just want to just go and force her, she will always say no because if she's not ready mentally, she's not ready emotionally, you can't enjoy the relationship. So when she say no, wait. I've had complaints of sisters saying after they say no to a brother, guys just start ghosting them and all that. It's good to ghost them, but not to make them an enemy, not to make her an enemy. Okay, next part of it is that when a sister says no, she's not ready. She says no, she's not ready. Now, two things. Sometimes answer is backed up by actions. Answers are not just actions. Answers are not just answers. Now, watch her actions after the answer. She tells her no, she's not ready. then watch her action. Watch if she's trying to keep you closer. Watch if she's trying to push you away. The action she gives after the answer determines what the answer really is. Some sisters will tell you, brother, no, I'm not ready, I don't want you or something. Brothers will still be calling, still be passionate. At that point, you are losing your value as a guy. Respect yourself and be on your lane. Don't keep on but call her, but don't stop pestering her life. And she's not an enemy after she says no. It happens to most of our brothers in this kingdom when they come and say, God said you are the one for me, and sister says no, they start to. I've heard of situations where a brother is like, some brothers actually do this, they actually shoot their shots recklessly and hope that one of them hits targets. And the one that hits target, like, okay, this one hits target and all that. And it's not like just when you are sure of somebody, regardless of the answer, most people that are married, most married folks that we see, as most of them, or some of them, these wives usually said no in the first place. The wives, sometimes wives will say no. The no will be maybe, I don't see you as that one yet. I don't see you as a brother yet. I don't see you as someone I can get married to yet. Or they're not just the one, or they're not even ready. So at that point it takes your consistency. Not to constantly be constantly reminding now my answer now, you know what I do. No, your consistency of friendship, true friendship. Sisters fought for friendship. True friendship. Just be a true friend to her. Be a true friend to her to a point that she cannot even say no to your proposal. Regardless of who told you she's the one. If you're not a friend to her, the chances are very slim for she saying yes. But if you're a friend to her, even if you're not very convinced and you talk to her, the chance of she saying yes is high. So the truth is building friendship. Building friendship, that even the friendship to the point that even when she says no, the friendship can still be sustained. Build friendship to the point that even when she says no, the friendship can still be sustained. The friendship will still stay. Because that's the most important thing. Because she may say no today, 4 years time she may say yes, sorry, 4 years is too much. But a year or two or a while from there, she can still say yes. And beautiful things can still happen. So this is our bulletin for today. The point here is when the sister says no to your proposal, she's not an enemy. And when she says no to you, she's not rejecting you or your value, she's just rejecting your proposal. Understand that. And don't lose value. Don't be obsessed. Don't be too obsessed to a lady. No lady, the most attractive thing to a guy is a guy that loves himself and knows his self-worth. The Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself. I mean, there's a part you should love yourself. If you now love your neighbor more than you love yourself, now you are not more attractive. Something is wrong there. So the real or the most attractive or romantic thing about a guy is a guy that knows his worth, his self-worth. So please don't put your self-worth in the name of love. That's not love. Don't put your self-worth down in the name of love. Don't reduce your value in the name of proving a point that you love somebody. So thank you very much for joining us today. Until next week, talking about a more interesting topic. Understand that if you say no after Valentine, on Valentine's Day, please wait after Valentine, ask again. Ask again, be sure that if she's the one, please ask. But you are not sure she's the one, whoa, move on. Move on. Go back to God and ask God, God, I thought I had you. Why is she saying no? Go back and ask God that speak to Samuel after I had you miss call. God can still speak to you again and realign your heart. Every broken heart that you have, God can actually mend it. So thank you very much for joining us today. Until the same time next week. Happy Valentine's. Same way to your bae, your boo, your whatever you are calling now. Same way to happy Valentine and enjoy yourself. Please celebrate your Valentine with the love of Christ and not the love of. Thank you very much and see you next week. Peace out.